Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Crypto Stu here in the Crypto Stu studio. While I have you guys' attention on the idea of Satoshi being the U.S. government, I wanted to give you guys my tinfoil hat conspiracy theory that I have worked out with that as my premise. I'm just bouncing it off you guys, all right? So I'm not saying any of this will happen. It's just a mental exercise. Okay. Now, Robert Breedlove, who's a he's a Bitcoin philosopher, and Max Keiser have all said that at some point there'll be central banks that believe that there's maybe a 1% chance that Bitcoin will become the new standard. And if they believe that, then it would be irresponsible of them not to put Bitcoin on their balance sheets. So he believes that at some point, one country, well, El Salvador's already done it, but other countries smaller ones will do it at first. Will start putting small amounts of Bitcoin on their balance sheets, and that will grow over time because game theory, oh, well, if it is a 1% chance, maybe I'll put, maybe the Euro zone puts it on their balance sheet, Switzerland, I don't know, name all the central banks. So, and then that starts playing out where he calls it, Max Keiser has called it would be a race to see who would own the most, which central bank would own the most Bitcoin. They have theorized that that's how this will eventually play out. It plays out very slowly over time. So, and what Max Keiser has also said is that, unfortunately for the United States, they would be the last to that party because they can't put Bitcoin on their balance sheets because it would show them even they are losing faith in the dollar. And you can't have the country that's issuing the dollar lose faith in the dollar because it could be catastrophic to the value of the dollar on the world stage. So here is my conspiracy theory or tinfoil hat theory. If the United States government is Satoshi and has access to Satoshi's coins, then the U.S. government lets it all play out. They keep printing money, the U.S. dollars, to pay their debts and to pay for all the stuff they want. All the other countries slowly, over time, lose more and more faith in the dollar. Finally, they're like, we need a new Bretton Woods. They have a new Bretton Woods meeting where they can't really do another gold-backed currency. I know people think that, but we had that already. They did that. The U.S. dollar was backed by gold, and then Nixon did the old rug pull, and hey, it's not backed by gold anymore. They waited till the dollar was completely immersed in everybody's markets, where it was entrenched. There was no way away from it, and then they just yanked the gold backing from it, and that's what we've been in ever since. So the idea that they'll just go back to a gold standard, I don't see how that is going to play out. It's really like, we tried the gold standard. It didn't work. All right? Whoever controls the gold can always pull the old rug out from under us. So, these other countries all have some Bitcoin on their balance sheets by then. So they're like, well, all right, let's just do it. We're going to have either currency that's backed by Bitcoin, or we're going to go on a Bitcoin standard. They come up with some kind of convoluted currency that's backed by Bitcoin because they have to have a currency. They can't just let everybody go to bartering. That doesn't work well for governments. How do you tax bartering? So they go with the Bitcoin standard. Now everybody has Bitcoin on their balance sheet except for the United States. So you'd think the United States is screwed there, right? But so the United States starts buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes through the roof, of course, when this happens. And the United States starts buying Bitcoin. They're kind of in the back of the pack, and the new currency is working out. It's becoming entrenched. The new currency is entrenched in all of the world society, all of the transactions. It's working. It's being accepted by all the people. And then at some point, the Fed just announces, lo and behold, the U.S. has control of Satoshi's 1.1 million Bitcoin. And they're going on the Fed's balance sheet, or they're going on in the U.S. No, it wouldn't go on the Fed's balance sheet. It would go on the U.S. Treasury, and the U.S. would be the richest country in the world again. They would go from being the richest country in the world, which it is right now, because it prints the reserve currency, and for other reasons, and then it would have a small respite while their transition to the Bitcoin standard happened. And then it would be the world's richest country again. That's just a way that it can all play out. I'm curious what you guys think. Feel free to leave a comment below. And that's my theory. I'm not saying that's what will happen. I'm just saying it's something that could happen. Until next time, Crypto Stu, signing off.